Well, we are at the rabbit convention, Louisville, Kentucky. And there are the pallets of bales of pine shavings that will be used to try to keep the rabbits clean. I'm at the very back end here where there's a little space, but this entire building is full of rabbits. There are 17,000 rabbits at this show, different breeds. Each of the different breeds has a booth set up. Here's the American Polish Rabbit Club. They've got donations usually that their people bring in from different states they come from, that they set up for raffle so they can make a little money, and they'll raffle this stuff off. Hey, see a couple different people brought honey for this one, but each of the different breeds sets one of these up, so they wrap all the way around the building, on the outside, and all the different specialty clubs. So it's kind of cool. There's a lot of vendors here. A lot of them carry the same stuff, a little different pricing. Some have unique things. So it's kind of neat to see those. I'll get some footage shot out here, some rabbits too. This is Sunday morning. We got in Friday afternoon. The judging for the New Zealand's will be today. So then it's all about, you know, socializing with the other breeders, picking up rabbits, selling rabbits. It's a big DNA swap. We can pick up rabbits here from the East Coast that we wouldn't have the ability to get their genetics where we're at as easily. So it's a fun show. It's a lot of work. It's a work to get here. It's a lot of work to put it on. Try to have your rabbits competitive. We had some that lost condition on the way. They just didn't eat, and so they're down. They'll recover, but not in time, you know, to really be what you wanted them to be for the show. And others did just fine. So anyway, I'll get some other ones of some different breeds of rabbits possibly wandering through here. It's pretty darn impressive. So you can see as I'm wandering in a little closer, there's rabbits are packed in pretty tight, you know. I mean, they've got the space they need, but here's some smaller varieties of rabbits, and you can get a lot of them in here. So 17,000 rabbits, a lot of rabbits. So we're here in the youth exhibits. Believe the youth, most of the youth stuff was done yesterday. The kids got displays up like they would at 4-H. Some of them are pretty interesting. So here's genetics of blue. So in order to get a blue rabbit, you have to have the right genetic markers to show up in the right place in order to get the blue color. And here it says there's 28 different rabbit breeds that recognize and can be shown in the blue variety. So not all rabbits can be of any color. In the New Zealand's, you can't be a goody. A goody is a banded pattern, and they don't recognize it. So, but the kids have got some great displays up here. Here's one talking about the RHDV2 virus that spread through the rabbits this year, and last, and it's spreading around the country. So it's neat. I mean, I enjoy walking through these things at the fair too, and seeing what the kids are putting together and what they're learning. They do judging competitions, identification competitions, so the kids are learning you know, what the different breeds are, because in order to be a judge, you have to be able to judge this rabbit that stands up an English spot, and it's more like a hare, and it stands up in a different you're looking for different things in this rabbit than you are in a New Zealand. So here's another one that's really good about rabbit colors. I don't know if I can get any of this to come in, but there's groups that have solid colors. There's a broken group, which is a pattern that has generally white and whatever other color, and you don't want them intermixed. You want it broken. You don't want scattered white hairs out through the color. There's the pointed group, which is the Californians and the Himalayans. Shaded group, ticked group, tan patterns, and there we have another hair. This is the agouti I talked about a minute ago with the banded pattern. The Amchins that we brought have that banded pattern, and then there's a wide band. So this wide band is, you know, it shows red on the outside, but the band is hidden underneath. So it's an agouti, but with a very wide color band on the outside, so it doesn't have the multicolors like this. So anyway, this is just kind of neat. The kids build some cages over here, some cage competition stuff, and just arts and crafts things. It's neat to see it wander through and take a look. I got days and days to just wander around. So anyhow, there's a little education on the rabbit stuff. So here we have the commercial, the vendors with cages out. Got all kinds of different colored powder coated cages. So these are carry cages. This is what you use to transport the rabbit to and from a show. These aren't cages that the rabbits live in. Here's one with a design where you can put hay in between them. They can eat hay out of both sides. Hay helps keep their stomach from getting upset when they're in travel and things are disrupted. So most of these aren't open yet, which is nice to get through here and shoot it, but they carry different feeds. And here's with supplements and specialty feeds. So most of them have feeders and waters, and look in here a little bit. Yeah, so you know, multicolors, multi-sizes, all the different size rabbits. It's nice to be able to just wander through some of these and see. You find things that are new that you hadn't seen before, new products. So here's some books. Anyone into rabbit colors and genetics, this is the best book right here. It explains it basically, but yet in depth enough that you can breed for different colors. So there's a lot to the rabbit stuff, you know, besides just putting two rabbits together. There's a lot of genetics, just like with any other animal, that you're trying to put together and get the best outcome you can. And we've got some different clothing vendors. As you would expect, you're going to find it almost every show. It's kind of neat. There's people pressing on different patterns, and there's some embroidery. I guess over here, some embroidery stuff. So I may later pick up some shirts from the show, or sweatshirts, and get them over here and get the farm name embroidered on them. Be kind of neat to have that. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Well, it looks like they finally opened up for breakfast and the line has appeared. They have a huge shortage of wait staff here, it seems. Everybody that talked about going to dinner last night said that, you know, they were short on wait staff and everything was slow. We actually left Denny's because we sat for 8 minutes and didn't even see a waiter in the establishment. So went and got pizza.